A very good morning to everyone here. I, Adira A., Assistant Professor of National College of Pharmacy, take this as a privilege to warmly welcome all the delegates in the 5 days of FDP on impact of blended learning in pharmaceutical education in pedagogic perspective. Prayer is not asking. Prayer is putting oneself in the hand of God. So let's begin with prayer. Is to do the honor. To welcome is to establish integrity. So I request Mr. Vimal Matthew, Associate Professor and Coordinator of ATAL FTP to deliver welcome note and also highlight upon the objective of organizing the FTP. So please.
Okay. Very good morning to one and all. Respected Dr. C.P. Vijayan, Pro Vice Chancellor. Dr. Sujit Vama, Principal, National College of Pharmacy. Dr. Akash Mardagam, Vice Principal, National College of Pharmacy. Distinguished faculty members and my dear colleagues. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you on behalf of National College of Pharmacy to the 5-day AICTE Atal Academy sponsored faculty development program, Impact of Blended Learning in Pharmaceutical Education, a pedagogic perspective. This program aims to enrich the knowledge of faculty through interaction with eminent personalities from industries and academics. And I hope the knowledge sharing will improve the teaching learning process to the students. On this occasion, I firstly convey my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. C.P. Vijayan, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Kerala University of Health Sciences, Thrissur, for accepting our invitation during his busy schedule and be here for the inaugural address. I humbly welcome you, sir. I also extend my warm wishes to Dr. Sujit Vama, Principal, National College of Pharmacy, and Dr. Akash Mardagam, Vice Principal, for their constant support and encouragement provided for this faculty development program. Last but not the least, I welcome all the registered participants who joined from all over India for the online FDP. I ensure that the faculty development program will be rewarding and fruitful for everyone present in this platform. Once again, I welcome one and all for the faculty development program. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. So I request Dr. Sujit Vama K, Principal of National College of Pharmacy, to deliver presidential address. So please.
Sir, can you please unmute, sir?
Yeah. Respected dignitary, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. C.P. Vijayan, sir. Dr. Akash Mardagam, Vice Principal, National College of Pharmacy. Mr. Vimal Matthew, Associate Professor and Coordinator for the ATAL FTP. All the respected faculty members registered for this online FTP, my dear colleagues, a warm good morning to all. Actually, today we are here for the inaugural session for the AICTE sponsored ATAL FTP. And this National College of Pharmacy was established in the year 1996 with diploma in pharmacy. The college was upgraded to the graduate level in the year 2002. Presently, the college is offering diploma in pharmacy, bachelor specialization, PharmD, as well as PharmD postbaccalaureate. The college is also a recognized center for the PhD in pharmaceutical science. National College of Pharmacy is accredited by the National Board of Accreditation by the Government of India. Now, ATAL FTP, actually it was established by All India Council for Technical Education in the year 2018. And the main objective of this attempt to help in imparting quality technical education in country and to support technical institution in fostering research, innovation and entrepreneurship through training in various emerging areas. And today's 1 week ATEL FTP, the topic is impact of blended learning in pharmaceutical education, a pedagogic perspective. As we know that the teaching is a continuous process, and in the recent situations, the COVID-19 pandemic and the flood situation in different parts of India, the normal teaching functions are seriously affected, and this has created a negative impact in teaching delivery. So a lot of innovations need to be addressed to reduce the gap in effective delivery of knowledge. Now, majority of the faculty members are familiar with new teaching modules like Moodle, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, etc. These innovations have created a positive impact in teaching learning process. And I'm sure that this FTP will surely address all the points in teaching learning process, which will be very well utilized by the faculty members for ensuring effectiveness in pharmaceutical education. Thank you. Over to you, Adira.
Okay, so I request Dr. C.P. Vijayan, respective Pro Vice Chancellor, Kerala University of Health Sciences, to deliver inaugural address. So please.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Vimal Matthew, Associate Professor and Coordinator of ATEL FDP. Dr. Sujit Verma, Principal, National College of Pharmacy. Akash Maradagam, Vice Principal, National College of Pharmacy. Srimati Adira, distinguished faculty and learners. Thank you for inviting me for the inaugural session of this faculty development program organized by National College of Pharmacy by the help of AICTE and ATEL Academy. Faculty development program is absolutely essential in all teaching institutions, and at the university level also, that is a must, and the University Grants Commission has recommended to organize academic staff colleges in all universities throughout India. And our university, Kerala University of Health Sciences, is also in the process of organizing a full-fledged academic staff college in its headquarters. Its functions are already started, and today I think in the evening there is a session for the senior members of the faculty and also for the principals to know about the functioning of the university. That is a primary step towards the activities of the academic staff college. Here, the National College of Pharmacy has organized a very good program today, that is impact of blended learning in pharmaceutical learning, pharmaceutical teaching, a pedagogical perspective. So teaching and learning, they are two sides of a single process. a single activity. And there is a paradigm shift over the years regarding the importance of which side is more important. In conventional universities and in conventional method of thinking, it was the more importance was given for the teaching process. Otherwise, in ancient India and in ancient universities everywhere throughout the world, the teacher was given more importance and more impact in these activities. Of course, teacher is very important, and teacher is the facilitating factor in learning. But now the academic world has realized that more importance should be given to learning, and learner is more important than the teacher. Otherwise, learner
So,
Sir,
oh, I'm not audible now.
now audible.
Okay, okay. It was it got muted between. Yes. So learning is more important, and learner is the VIP. So learning means to make a desirable change in the learner. It may be in the cognitive domain, it may be in the psychomotor domain, or it may be in the affective domain. So there should be a desirable or measurable change in the learner after a teaching learning process. So he should be able to know what he was not able to know before the class, or if it is a practical class, he should be able to do something which he was not able to do before. And as far as the affective domain is concerned, his behavior, attitude, everything should change after a teaching learning process. So in the teaching learning process, every time the learner should go on changing. And it is the responsibility of the teacher to see that such a desirable change is happening always after the teaching learning activity. So for this change to happen, before going to a class or before going to a teaching learning activity, the teacher should plan what are the objectives of the class. They are called the learning objectives. Learning objectives should be defined a priori before the teaching learning activity is started. Learning objective may be very few, one or two in a small class, or in a small class means where the duration is very small, or it may be 5 or 6 in a 1 hour class, or it may be divided into several groups in a practical class. So that much planning should be there before every teacher is going for a teaching learning activity. For this purpose, a teacher has to be empowered. Unless he is aware of all these intricacies, he will not be able to plan the teaching learning activity, and he will not be able to see that such changes are happening in the learners. So this faculty development program should aim for empowering teachers to make them able to plan what are the learning objectives of his or her class, how to impart that knowledge or the psychomotor skill or the affective domain, and at the same time to do assessment also. Assessment is very important. Assessment, yes, in the pandemic era, there was the hue and cry from the student community that make them pass without assessment, without examinations. But even the apex bodies and the apex court of our country made it very clear that no student in the higher education scenario should be made to pass without proper assessment. That is a correct view of the court, apex court, and also the academic community. That is always correct. Assessment is absolutely essential. Assessment may be in the formative process or formative assessment or in the summative assessment. Formative assessment is very important to impart knowledge, or it is very important in the teaching learning activity. So whenever we are planning about the learning objectives, it should be having SMART criteria. I hope that all of you, all the teachers assembled here and attending this program might have some knowledge or some training before, and they are very aware of all these points. The learning objectives should be very SMART. SMART means it is the expansion of the SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. The learning objectives should be specific. Otherwise, we should be able to measure it after the class. So suppose you are teaching the mechanism of action of a drug. Yes, after the class, the candidate should be able to definitely explain the mechanism of action. If you are teaching the 4 side effects of a particular drug, after the class, the student should be able to list all the 4 side effects. So the learning objectives can be defined like that. After the class, the student should be able to explain the mechanism of action. After the class, the student should be able to list 4 side effects. Like that, you can define your learning objective. And after the class, you can test whether these learning objectives are fulfilled by your teaching learning activity. And that is what is called formative assessment. Formative assessment need not be always the internal assessment examination conducted by the institution or the department. The teacher himself or herself can conduct the informal testing or informal assessment after his or her class. That is also part of formative assessment. So formative assessment and summative assessment is very important, and without that, the higher education scenario cannot go ahead. This is, I think, a pedagogic perspective, and pedagogy means it is a baseline level, and the higher learning objectives should go to the andragogic level also. The higher levels are called andragogic levels. So when the cognitive domain is considered, otherwise the knowledge domain is considered, whenever we are going for the assessment, most of the assessment methods are focusing on what is called recall. That means the capacity of the students or learners to remember certain things. And that is the lowest level of cognitive domain or the knowledge domain, just recalling or just able to write or read or repeat what he has learned. But we have to go higher education level, we have to go higher up in the knowledge domain, that is comprehension, application, reasoning, analysis, and synthesis. The highest level is synthesis, that is the research. Similarly, in the psychomotor domain, the lowest level is imitation. What the teacher is doing, the student is imitating. Then the student should be, in the higher level, the student should be able to do it under supervision. Or whenever this teacher is giving a hand holding, you should be able to perform. Then finally, the student should be raised to the level of automatism. Similarly, in the affective domain, initial level or the lowest level is sensing, then the reaction to it, then internalization, and finally, it should be made a part of routine practice or routine activity. So these are the different levels of different domains, and all the students should achieve the highest levels in each domain. And it is the responsibility of the teacher to see that every student under him, every learner under him is reaching to the highest level or the highest possible level. There may be individual differences between learners. So highest possible level should be attained by each learner. And the teacher should see to that by continuously using formative assessment skills. That is how the teacher is able to prepare his learners for the summative assessment or for the external assessment of the university. And that is about the teaching learning process in general. I doubt whether I am repeating the areas of knowledge which the faculty is aware. So I am not going into the details of each topic. And we are having different teaching learning methods. I am also not going to the details of that. And teaching learning devices. And online methods is not a new one. It was there for the last 20-25 years. But we were not utilizing it because that opportunity didn't come till the time of pandemic. Till the time of pandemic, we were very happy with the contact classes and offline methods of teaching. We were comfortable, the students were comfortable. But once the pandemic came, yes, this online platforms which were there but not properly utilized, we started utilizing them. Now the platform of blended learning came, and in the online method also there are so many different platforms available. The Google platform is there, Zoom platform is there, Moodle is there. Then yes, even the simple WhatsApp can be used, or the yes, internet methods can be used. So many avenues and platforms are there. And this blended learning is also a new approach. And I'm very happy that the faculty in the pharmaceutical faculty in the pharmaceutical stream is going to get a very good training here, and the National College of Pharmacy has taken the initiative. I am very happy. And with your permission, I would like to declare that this faculty development program on the subject of impact of blended learning in pharmaceutical sciences, a pedagogical perspective, is declared open, and I extend all the success for this program. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir, for summarizing the whole message of organizing FPP in such a wonderful manner. So now I request Dr. Akash Marathakam, Vice Principal, National College of Pharmacy, to deliver vote of thanks. So please.
So, good morning to all. It's indeed a great pleasure that we have our Pro-VC, Dr. C.P. Vijayan sir, who inaugurated our event. First of all, I thank Dr. C.P. Vijayan sir to do the honor that he inaugurated our event. We are very much thankful to you, sir. Thank you very much. And next, I thank our principal, Dr. Sujit Verma, who took the initiative to conduct this type of events. I thank our principal also. I thank the coordinator of this event, Mr. Vimal Matthew, who was very much eager in getting this fund grant from AICTE Adal Academy. I thank Dr. Vimal Matthew also. Last but not least, I welcome all the participants and thank all of them for joining this event. I also thank our coming speakers, Dr. Unnikrishnan sir, Dr. Sujit sir, and Dr. Muhammad Anifa sir, who will be delivering their lectures very soon. I thank them also. Thank you. Thank you very much. Adrian, please.
With this, we came to the end of the inaugural session. And in very short duration, we are going to start our technical session. Thank you all.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जगति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you.